Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast.
We're going to take a break from talking about D&D so that we can do this podcast.
Yeah, because we got sucked into that.
Because we've been doing that for probably 30 minutes.
So it's like, hey, let's do this thing that we were going to do.
Right. And it's not even like a record. When you recorded it, it's not even really a conversation about D&D. It's specifically about a game that we are going to play.
Yep.
So it's not even something that we could release as content that anyone other than probably the people playing would be interested in at all.
But normally we'd be talking about playing old games. But this week, we need to play the games to talk about them. So, all calls.
Yeah, and I do feel like that there have been a few people who have specifically requested all calls.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
Kanaha. Everyone's like, all calls. Come on, come on, all calls. Hey.
And I love it. I love seeing that too, because it's like that
when we don't get that ever.
I know, right? Plus, I don't have to make time to play a specific game, which is great because it's allowed me to play a little bit of I Am Setsuna, Final Fantasy 14, of course, and hopefully some other stuff.
Because it's like, which do I want to hear more? Like, hey, can I give you a blowjob? Or, hey, can you do an all calls episode? I don't know. It's pretty close.
It's awesome. You're Tyler.
Oh, yeah. I'm your bearded host, Tyler, and I want to jump right into it.
I do too. I'm Dave, your bespectacled host, and I'd also like to jump right into this. That way we can get maximum calls.
Yeah.
We're running maximum efficiency until we stop running at maximum efficiency. All right, here we go. Here is a call from, I recognize this number. He is in my address book. Here's a call from a wizened sage, Ian Chandler.
Fucking Tadpog. Wizened Sage Ian here. Just finished up, or about...
That's it. That's all the call. Did Ian call back? Nope, he didn't. I know he's okay because I did see him at the gym last week. So
he must have not realized his phone cut him off, and he bet he talked like for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, now that you say that, I'm actually curious if maybe back in May when he left this call, if he sent me a text message saying, please don't play the call that ended abruptly. I'm sorry if you sent me that message, Ian, I forgot. Here is, but thank you for calling. Call us back. Please remember the thought you had in May. Call us back. Here is a call from 315.
Hey, you Tadpog motherfuckers. It's your new biggest fan, Mason, calling again.
Mason.
What's up, Mason?
The
1989.
guy that left you the mediocre game talk, amazing butthole discussion review, and I just started listening to the All Call show, what is it, like May 4th? May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
And first of all, I'm really excited that you guys have referenced that a few times. I get giddy every time you guys say mediocre game show. Although I feel bad now because I think you guys do a great job when you actually talk about games. But I think I would speak for most of the audience when I say we just have fun hearing you guys go on about whatever you're doing. You guys are just a lot of fun, and well, I just wanted to make sure you guys felt okay about yourselves. Not great. Don't get, high on yourself.
Don't get cocky.
You guys, you're mediocre.
Thank you.
So, anyway, love you guys. Keep it up. Bye.
Thanks, Mason. I'm glad that we can keep delivering mediocrity on a regular basis.
I'll take that C, that consistent C.
What's really, it's better than an F.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Yeah, a lot. we're doing pretty good podcast-wise with a C.
Yeah,
So.
I know. I feel, that's probably pretty generous, right? Mason, thank you for calling, Mason.
Yes, Mason.
And thank you for leaving that review. All right, here is a call from 763.
Fucking TADPOG, Fish Lips J calling in. You know, every time I call, I always, like, my fucking social anxiety starts kicking in. I hear the phone ring. I'm like, oh my God, one of these times somebody's going to pick up and I'm not going to know what to say.
I thought about it.
I hear, fucking TADPOG is not available.
What I'd like to do is one time when one of these calls comes through to pick up the phone and say, fucking TADPOG. And then just like wait for someone to go into a voicemail and be like, oh, that's very interesting. That's
cool story, man. Thanks.
But if you want to hear it on the show, you have to call back because this is not in my voicemail folder because I picked up. I'm sorry.
Please leave a message after the beep. Beep. And then I get kind of relieved, and then I completely forget what the fuck I'm going to say. So I was listening to your All Calls episodes for May, which you played mostly everything from, like, late January to, like, early February.
Sounds right.
I remember my doppelganger Cody calling in and talking about the fucking 3-hour drive that we had in the blizzard.
Right?
God, that was terrible. I probably should have called in during that too because I had nothing better to do. It took me 20 minutes to move half a mile. I'm not really talking about anything. So, bye.
All right. Bye. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, all right. 763 is your area code. Mm-hmm. When I see a 763 phone call come in, I promise I won't pick it up. How about that? Then you can get over your anxiety unless I'm setting you up.
I'm not going to pick up unless I do.
Right. I totally promise I'm not going to pick it up, but I might.
Thank you, Fishly Pajamas.
Yes. Let's see. We've got...
That's such an inside joke. And I said, we're like, let's cut back on the inside jokes. Then I make a very inside joke.
But Fishly Pajamas is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where it came from, and it's pretty recent.
It's his friend's autocorrect on a 5-star iTunes review saying,
that's right.
Fish Lips J told me to post this, converted to Fishly Pajamas.
Well, now it's not an inside joke. It's been shared.
There you go.
So problem solved.
Until I say it again, I have to explain it again.
Every time. You know what would be a great episode is where every time we make a joke that like a brand new listener might not get, we pause and explain it. And then we never, like, let's do it for a game, and then we end up never getting to the game.
God, we could do a whole episode where we sit down and just like, hey, it's been like over 300 episodes. We're just going to catch you up on all the inside jokes you might hear.
Like a Marvel issue 0.
Yeah.
Where they used to do that thing where it's like, look, we realize that this comic book's been going on for a really long time. I like it. I like that idea. You know what? I've probably forgotten more of our stupid inside jokes than I could even... Right.
I'd have to delve deep into the super group to really
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Thanks for calling Fishly Pajamas. Here is a call from 614.
Hey, TADPOG, #1 SoundCloud fan, Kyle here. Just listening to your all-call show, and you guys are talking about French kissing and your tongues, and you talk about your techniques. And
yes.
It was getting real hot, and I was like, started touching my dick. And then Dave was like, I've kissed 10. I was like, oh yeah, God. Then Tyler hits me with a 32, and I just imagine that. But after I got over that excitement, I realized I only kissed 4. My number's only a 4. What the fuck am I? What am I? I don't.
I get it.
My lean cuisine's done. There you go.
If I mention I really love our fans,
oh my God, I know, right? Oh Jesus. That was Kyle, right?
Yep.
#1 SoundCloud fan. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Your lean cuisine just made the show notes, my friend. Oh, let's see. Here is. Oh, he called back. Let's see if.
Tell us what kind of lean cuisine it is.
I know. And it was the day. It was the next day. So either. Okay, please.
I hope he calls us at lean cuisine time.
Yeah, it's lean cuisine o'clock.
All right, well, it's time for lean cuisine. While I wait, I'll call TADPOG.
All right, here we go.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, Tadpog. It's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, Tadpog Mexican. Ramon Castillo, amigo, Abdul the Third. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Ramon. Happy Tadpog. Yeah, guys, Cinco de Mayo. All right, what's your favorite taco?
That sounded like Blake at the end. I'm gonna scrub back. Wait a minute. It might be because he was talking about tacos, but which I'm just kidding, Blake. I've seen recent photographs of you, fit as fuck. You're fucking hot, Blake. Keep it up. Here we go. I got to hear this again.
Cinco de Mayo. All right, what's your favorite taco?
That sounds like Blake.
It does sound like Blake.
All right. Number one SoundCloud fan / listener. Thanks for sounding like Blake at the end. That was cool.
Because it's a funny question. Plus, he slightly amused with himself at the end.
Right.
And that is Blake to a fucking T.
That's what it is. All right. So, Tyler, what's your favorite taco?
Soft shell.
Soft shell, any particular? Need I remind you of the fish tacos at our local burrito shack?
I haven't had those in a while.
You evangelize those
but
things.
I love those. I do shrimp tacos more now.
I've never had a shrimp taco.
Their shrimp tacos are really good. They're just better calorie-wise than the fried fish tacos. But
what kind of fish are in the fish tacos? Tilapia? I didn't mean to give you your answer, by the way. I mean, please feel free to come forward with your own opinions.
I love those. And there's another Mexican restaurant where I always get their shrimp tacos that are also very good. So seafood tacos are my soft shell seafood tacos.
I like cheap tacos. My favorite tacos are cheap tacos. The cheap tacos from Taco John's on Tuesday. This podcast brought to you by Taco John's. By the way, if you're looking for a Taco John's life hack, on Taco Tuesday, go at 2 o'clock. No one's in the drive-thru.
Oh.
It's the sweet spot.
We also have Taco Tuesday at work on Tuesdays.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you
on Tuesdays, surprisingly enough.
We have Taco Tuesdays on Wednesdays. It's weird.
No one sees it coming.
It's a fun thing we do at work.
Since I mainly deal with vegetables, it's the easiest day of the week for me because I don't have to do shit that day.
Just shred lettuce or what?
I don't even have to shred the lettuce.
Really? Like who does the lettuce?
The out front people.
Really? So what do you do on Taco Tuesday?
Make potato soup.
That's it?
Pretty much, and then like the specialized hospital food for patients. That's it.
That's a good fucking day right there.
Yeah, Tuesdays are really. Sounds like to me. Mondays suck. Tuesdays are.
What's Monday?
Mondays are
Taco Monday.
Taco Monday.
Oh, did I mention we are a Mexican restaurant?
Mondays and Fridays are kind of rough. Everything else is pretty easy.
All right. So that's my favorite taco. Taco John's on a Tuesday. I haven't missed a Taco John's, I don't think, since I've moved back to Paducah 4 years ago. And I'm the better for it, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right.
Also, Jorge is also Mexican, so we can extend that to more than just Ramon.
Yeah, that is true. I saw Jorge the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah. At the gym.
I asked him if he wanted to come on today, but he had to go into work at 5.
Oh, bummer. So. It would have been cool to have him on. Jorge, come back.
He's not going to hear that.
Well, here is another call from 614. I hope the Google Translate is correct.
Dave, is Nikki black?
that is what the Google Translate says. Nikki's not black. I feel like that's kind of a weird question, but I mean, not unreasonable question.
I mean, it's not something I'd ever consider, but yeah, okay.
No, she's not. She's just a white chick. Like, I mean, specifically, she's in the movie White Chicks.
Specifically, she is Marlon Wayans.
Right. She's one of the Wayans brothers. You didn't ask that, but I just volunteered that information. Also, sweetheart, I'm sorry I said that about you just now. Although I guarantee you, she is probably delighted that you asked that question. Here is a phone call from 757.
What's up, Tadpog? It's your beloved Adam.
What's up, Adam?
12:49 on Saturday, May 7th. I am just now starting the All Calls episode after Little Fears, part 4. I've only listened like 3 minutes of the All Calls show, and I feel like the only reason why you guys even play games is because you know that I like to listen to the game talk, and I feel like I'm really one of the only people that call in and talk about the game. Sometimes Ian will call in and talk about the game, which I appreciate, but I think I'm one of the few people that actually calls in with some kind of game trivia, game fact, game question, anything like that, and I don't mind. I don't mind that you guys don't spend as much time on games as you do buttholes and things like that, because it makes it nice when you find a game that you really like and you guys end up talking about it way more than you normally do. That's like a gem to me.
That's your indicator.
I enjoy it, and I know that a lot of people, don't care about the games, and maybe even you guys don't care about certain games, but I wanted you to know as a gamer.
Bloop,
so
what you got?
A gem of our gaming podcast is when we talk about the game. That's a real gem when you guys do that.
Yeah, it's a pleasant. It's a pleasant surprise.
Fulfill your purpose. It's nice. It's a hidden gem.
I want to throw this out here. I think maybe we need to have like a second disclaimer that says at the beginning that we don't really actually know that much about video games. Because I listen to video game podcasts and it's like, oh man, these guys know what they're talking about. What's that like? I wonder.
Because we're just enthusiasts.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Enthusiasts. Mm-hmm. I like it.
We're two gaming enthusiasts.
Yeah.
And someone who comes to the channel for Game Talk. I enjoy what you guys are doing, and when a game explodes on the show, it's just all that much more better for me. I used a lot of descriptors there. All that much more better. So, iTunes 5-star review, TADPOG, that much more better. Love you guys.
We love you too, Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
Man, your phone is blowing up over there, Tyler. You catching Pokemons over there?
It is my mom took a bunch of pictures of Kenna playing in the garage, and she's sending them.
I have a question for you. What is the plural of Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Yep. So, like, it's a Pokemon and also there's a group.
I caught these Pokemon.
These Pokemon. And it is, okay, so I heard someone today say that she caught a bunch of Pokemon. And I had to bit my tongue, and it's like I can't correct her because I don't know what the actual plural.
I caught a bunch of Pokemoose.
I love Pokemooses to pieces. We love you too, Adam. We're gonna have all those photos of Kenna in the show notes.
They're pretty cute.
I believe it. She's a cute kid.
She's helping my dad in the garage.
And then is she moonwalking as well?
Yeah.
All right, let's explain this joke. Tyler's dad likes to moonwalk in the garage.
Yep.
Explain.
He practices. Yeah. There you go.
Which, of course, you remember from our Moonwalker episode. Mm-hmm. All right, we got another call. This is, I believe, from our beloved Adam.
What's up, Tadpog? It's your beloved co-host, Adam Long. I'm in the middle of the All Calls episode in the beginning of May, and Sean, who sounds like Cody, who sounds like Fish Lips Jay, just called in with an observation that I'm basically a co-host on the All Calls episode, and I dig it. I dig it a lot. And I just wanted to send out two public service announcements. One directly to Sean. Sean, hey, I like your style. I like the way you do what you do.
I like the way you move,
you
girl.
You are a better sounding Jay than Cody is. I enjoy that very much. And please, anytime you call, eat things like sunflower seeds, because the sunflower seeds in your mouth are getting my sunflower seeds in my pants going a little bit crackly themselves, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean my balls.
Salty. Oh, right.
We're getting all tingly like in my jeans. Second PSA is at the end of the episode, it was before the All Calls episode. I think it was the Little Fears Play Part 4, where Tyler and Dave started with an intro and ended with an outro of them talking about how they pre-recorded a bunch of episodes. But the stinger was, again, the thing that really gets my balls tingling like a sack of sunflower seeds in Jay's mouth. That probably sounds like Cody's mouth. That probably sounds like Sean's mouth and everybody's mouth. Centipede. I don't know why I said centipede.
Sunflower
Let me start that
centipede.
over. I love that when you use Dave's laugh from the Fanta episode as every stinger. Anytime that happens, it just makes my freaking day. I don't care what happens. It's always a good time. So I don't know why I was so happy to make this phone call, but I'm giddy. So I'm going to get back to listening to the All Calls episode, and I'll probably call back in a few minutes, later on tomorrow. I've got tomorrow off, so you're going to get a lot of calls from me. All right. See you.
Thanks for calling, Adam. I'm glad that my laugh can bring you joy.
I think that's the positive comment we get the most.
You think so?
People love your laugh when
Yeah.
you really let loose and laugh, particularly that moment.
The Fanta laugh?
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of lost it.
The true victory.
I loved it.
Nazi Coke.
I loved it. Man, now I'm going to have to find that episode so I can put it in the show notes. I do not remember. I'm sure I can just do
Pepsi
it.
Man.
Do it. All right. Pepsi Man. Adding it to the show notes right now. No, just kidding.
Because if I've had to go through and pull that moment out times enough that I know where it is.
That makes me a little worried. Dave, sometimes my days are so dark, I just need to listen to Pepsi Man.
I just make a loop of just you just laughing over and over, and it picks me up.
I wear my waifu pillow. Cut a hole. Let my dick go through it.
Every time I poke it through a little bit, I play the laugh. It's great.
Eat some sunflower seeds. Poke it through a little more. I call myself Miller. It's weird. All right. Here is another call. This is from 731. I think that this is St. Zach. It is loading.
Yay, Wi-Fi at my house.
Uh-oh.
TADPOG Nation.
Hey, Zach.
St. Zach here. About to leave Korea in 2 days. Never been happier. But,
forget Korea. Get out of that microwave.
From the episode I was listening to because I'm extremely intoxicated.
What?
Excellent.
Tyler, your grandmother was a quarter Cherokee. My great-grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee. So
They probably knew each other.
we're
So eat that, motherfucker.
more kindred spirits than you know. Because Indian feather, non-dot. Anyway, wow, that was a little racist.
That was real
Yeah.
What do you
racist.
expect from me? All right,
Well, about
so be it.
that. So.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go ahead. In the show notes, I will post a link to the Fatal Fury episode. That's the one where Zach's
Oh.
super racist, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Dave, the
Yes.
episode I was listening to, I'm reading notes here that I made.
Drunk notes, the best of
You
notes.
made mention of Primer. That is one of the best
Time travel movies.
time travel movies I've
Nailed
ever
it.
watched in my entire life. But you're right. It will fuck your world up if you watch it and try to figure out what the fuck's going on. And
It's fun though.
finally, for some reason, I said multiplayer is garbage. I'm pretty sure I was referring to every game made in this day and age because they're all going towards multiplayer. Because
All right.
that's what the kids want. They want Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and they want shiny things and to smash each other in the head and teabag one another.
Would you like me to pause it, Tyler?
They just say want shiny things.
Yeah, I
you know.
mean, he's not wrong, is he?
Like, I mean, we all want shiny things.
Yeah.
Cavemen wanted shiny things.
Magpies.
But what happened? What happened to playing a single player campaign for about 20 hours and just really appreciating the game? And that's
still out there.
truly what we want out of a gaming experience. But Dave, you also
Yes,
said something else on the episode I was listening to where you
I hope so. I said
you
two
mentioned,
things.
I put 30 hours into Fallout 4. Yeah, so did I. And I played the demo for the new Final Fantasy, and I'm not going to be able to give it the attention that it needs with being a husband and a soldier
No, helicopter shop. I work for the helicopter shop. And you just can't put in the hours that you need to put into a game to really fully...
Well, what Zach meant is he is a member of Soldier.
Soldier. He has Mako eyes.
Exactly. He and I are kindred spirits because we both have Mako eyes.
This is the wrong word, but eviscerate the game, and the game needs to be played to its fullest extent and appreciated for everything that the...
That's it.
Yeah, because he got cut off.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zach. Hey, I'm glad that you left Korea. We saw you since you have left that voicemail.
Yep, it's true.
Just going to pull back the curtain of illusion there.
Yeah.
Tyler, what do you think about multiplayer games?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a competitive person. I don't really enjoy. There are some that if I really sit down and with an open mind that I can enjoy, but I'm just not that kind of guy. I don't really enjoy the competition that much.
What about online co-op games?
I like that. Okay, if you're playing as a team, it's different.
Yeah, that's what I prefer.
Yeah. Maybe not as a team against another team, but a team against
AI
the game.
Yeah. Just trying to get through, playing through the story as a team.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff too.
Like me, you, and Blake playing through Borderlands 2 together. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have had a lot of fun playing Left 4 Dead 2 versus AI. I don't like the deathmatch mode or whatever it's called, where 4 people play the survivors and 4 people play the zombies. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of getting. I get where Zach's saying about not having a lot of time, and I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to dedicate to Final Fantasy 15, but I plan on trying my damnedest.
Because I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, yeah, I haven't really sat down and played a console game in such a long time.
I just have to do it in smaller chunks now.
Yeah. I mean, what gaming time I do have are usually dedicated to TADPOG games.
Yep.
So I guess if we do the new Final Fantasy, then it'll be different, but... We'll
do like 5 episodes in a row on Final Fantasy 15. You know what? If the game is good, I'm down to do that. I like that demo a lot. I know it's kind of polarizing, but I like the demo. And maybe it's because I hadn't played Kingdom Hearts, and I know it's like heavily based on Kingdom Hearts as far as like as far as the combat goes.
Huh.
So it was new to me, and I liked it. I also think that the character designs are really cool, and like the summon designs are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play the demo?
Nope.
There is a part in the demo where like you're just walking along this path, and then all of a sudden, way out in the distance, Leviathan emerges from the ocean, and it looks amazing. And it's like it was one of those moments where it's like I stopped walking. And just to watch Leviathan like come out of the water and get close to you. It was really cool. And Carbuncle, the design's really cool because like Carbuncle, like the gem in Carbuncle's forehead is like a crystal that's just kind of like jammed into his forehead, like protruding out. It's like it's like a more realistic style than I've seen in a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, because I've tried to stay out of it, actually. Like, I don't play the demo. I haven't watched videos.
Sorry, I talked to you about it.
You talked about the design. That's different. So I just want a pretty fresh perspective.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the demo doesn't really get into story a whole lot. Like, there's some really weird things that, from what I understand, are not directly from the game. But I'm really curious to see how the game plays out.
Because if it's a game I really want to play, or most in general, I avoid demos because like I don't want to like replay that part of the story or have like some kind of piece filled in. Like I generally just always avoid demos. After Brave Fencer Musashi and Final Fantasy VIII, I've pretty much avoided demos.
What happened to you at Brave Fencer and Final Fantasy VIII?
I bought Brave Fencer for Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, there was a demo bundled with it?
Yep.
I see. So wait, so what happened with the demo of Final Fantasy VIII? Like you got through it and then...
I did it, didn't like the demo, didn't like the system, but gladly, thankfully, Brave Fencer Musashi was such a good game.
Brave Fencer is a fun game that I haven't finished, and I'd like to finish
thoroughly enjoyed it.
We need to talk about that game.
Josh and I were blown away, like, wow, this is actually really good.
All right, Zach called back. Let's see what he says.
developers put into it. So, yeah, that's the end of my tirade. And, yeah, if you had to throw away a lot of your shit as you were moving, could you? But wait a minute, I already know the answer to that because you still have a fucking can of beans in your pantry. No, you know what? What's your favorite pair of shoes and why do you like them? I like my Chucks and flip-flops because
Can't have two favorites.
one houses my feet and the other doesn't house my feet, and I'm like a true Kentuckian, so I would rather go barefoot. So flip-flops are the way to go. Pay Lord bless.
I'd like to say good question, Zach, but I'd be lying. Just kidding. My Chucks. That's my answer. I like my Chucks. Because I feel like I can strap those on and be good to go for pretty much
anything.
Pretty much anything, unless like it's like a wedding or something like that. Like I wear the Chucks all the time. The problem with them is you step in a puddle, you gotta dry those things out immediately. Like you have to do it immediately, or the shoes are gonna be ruined because they're gonna get fucking moldy and gross real fast. Tyler, do you have a favorite pair of shoes?
House shoes.
Yeah, house
I'm
shoes
all
are
about
pretty
just
good.
being comfortable. So house shoes. I like sandals. I don't like anything between my toes, but so it has to be like the over the foot kind of sandal.
Yeah.
Never been crazy about. I mean, I like some pairs of tennis shoes, but
No specific favorite pair of tennis shoes.
no. I've just
Yeah.
always like I enjoy Ryder sandals. I love Ryder sandals.
Right? Is that a brand? Rider? They don't go in between your toes.
Nope.
I see. They ride
So I
the
hate
top of your
flip
foot.
flops. Yep.
Yeah, flip flops are. I like flip flops, but I always fall down when I wear them.
Although, see, I do love the socks that have the individual toes, but just like the big bit of cord that goes between your toes with flip flops. Hate it.
Is it the girth that does it to you?
Think so.
Yeah. It'll get you.
I don't like all that girth.
Zach, thanks for calling. Always good to hear from you. Glad you're out of Korea as well. Here is a call from 315. I think this is Mason.
Hey, motherfucking TADPOG. It's Mason again, your new biggest fan.
Shit.
I'm listening to the Jasmine
Patreon?
Patreon episode. And, yeah,
That's-
so, also, happy 2017. You guys are like 100 calls behind.
Almost made it.
And Tyler was just telling his story about, am I allowed to give Patreon spoilers? His masturbation sores. And I just want to say I got a lot more respect for you because I had the same problem in high school. You know, you just gotta stay strong, dog. Work through the pain. Also,
Someone hitting you through a screen door right now.
I'm guessing chopping onions. I'm envisioning him chopping onions as he's leaving this message.
Dick jokes. You guys had your amiibos made. Tell people, yo, dog, my dick's so big, my amiibo has a dick, and its dick is bigger than yours. That was funnier a few minutes ago.
No, that was funny.
Love you guys. Yeah, have fun. Later.
It's always funny when someone says I have a big dick. I always get a good laugh out of that. Mason, thank you for calling, Mason. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we love Mason. Thank you, Mason.
Here is a text message from the guy who dances, archivist, cute butt, Paul Korn. Would you rather go to a family funeral super drunk or super high?
I don't think I've ever been either. So, high?
I've been both, and I would also go with super high because I cannot control myself when I'm super drunk. I can't. It is impossible, and I would probably say some things that I couldn't take back, and I definitely wouldn't want to send someone to the grave with those thoughts. At least if I went in super high, I could probably just chill a little bit in the back.
True. Very true.
But if I'm super drunk at a funeral, everyone's going to know that I'm there and that I'm super drunk. Thank you, Paul Korn. Here is a text message from 520 who says, just just finished the Jasmine story. Glad I didn't like mayo before, since I certainly wouldn't after listening to that. Taryn's reaction was priceless. The Jasmine story, which has been mentioned a few times, is from a Patreon bonus episode. And I think it is probably our most gross episode that we've ever done. Ever.
Or grossest thing I've lived through.
Yeah, you've experienced firsthand. So I'm glad that you liked it. 520.
Oh, it said me. Is like, no, I didn't.
Yeah. 520 looks like they called us back.
Hey, TADPOG. I know you guys like goth girls. So Liz Vicious or Rachel Rotten? I don't know. It's a toss-up. They're both really smoking hot. Anyway, keep up the good work. Bye.
All right, I know who Liz Vicious is. Who is the second?
Rachel Rotten.
I know Bonnie Rotten. I'm gonna look up Rachel Rotten. You go and I'll research. Give me a few minutes.
I know a Penelope Rotten. I remember. I know the Rottens. I grew up by the Rottens.
All right, Rachel Rotten. I'm working on it.
I'm gonna say if Rachel Rotten is who I think she is, I enjoy Liz Vicious more.
I'll show you a video right now, unless you prefer that I don't.
That and also her name is just such a turnoff for me.
Okay, from this one video that I'm watching right now, I haven't paid attention to anything that you fucking said, by the way. So, based on this one video, yikes, it's tough. It's a toss-up. Man, I'm gonna go Liz Vicious, and here's why. I think Liz Vicious is prettier. I think that I appreciate Rachel Rotten's body more. But I'm going to go with Liz Vicious because the face means more to me. Tyler, what did you say while I was watching that video of Rachel Rotten sucking a big old cock?
Rachel Rotten is not who I thought she was.
You were thinking of Bonnie Rotten, I guarantee it.
It was somebody else with a kind of a gross name. Oh, wait a minute. Here she is naked. Yeah, Liz Vicious. Spiderwebs tattooed over your nipples. No, if that's her, no thank you.
That's Bonnie Rotten.
Oh, with the spider?
With the spider webs.
Okay, then nope. Definitely don't like that. Yeah, I guess I'm still going to go Liz Vicious. Yeah.
If you included Bonnie Rotten in that list, I would have gone Bonnie Rotten. Spider webs, I could take or leave them. But I think she is... just watch some of the videos. Just watch some of the videos. They're good.
The only tattoo on boobs that I don't like writing on them or anything, the only one that I've ever been like, okay, that's okay, is Radio Suicide.
Oh, yeah. She gets posted a lot on the Suicide Girls subreddit.
Yeah, I like Radio Suicide. That's about it.
Show notes. All right. Well, thanks for calling, and thanks for introducing me to a porn star I didn't know of. Here is a phone call from 757.
What's up, Tadpog? It's your beloved Adam, co-host
What's up, Adam?
of the All Calls episode. I'm actually listening to your second All Calls episode in a row for Lord Micah Purdue's birthday. I haven't gotten very far because I'm in the middle of the apology for people's calls not getting played on the last All Calls episode. So I know no one asked for this, so Tadpog, please don't respond at all to this beginning portion of my message, and then I'll ask you a question that you can respond to and act like you never heard the first part.
Okay, I'm not even going to listen to the first part.
Dear Tadpog Nation, to anyone who did not receive the joy of hearing their call read or listened to on the last All Calls episode, unzip your pants and get your ball sack out of your zipper. Why are you complaining and whining about not getting your call played? Oh, I called Tadpog and they didn't have time to take my call because they're talking about really funny and awesome things for me. And I know everybody's like, hey, bro, your calls get played all the time. Well, step your call game up and call every 4 days. That'll happen. And then you can get played all the time. I just feel like we're so entitled nowadays. When anybody has a photo album on anything, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, or even an old school real photo album, and you were at this event, the first thing you do is look for yourself in this picture. I don't get it. Why are we so entitled to be like, oh, man, this wedding was great. Look how stupid I look in this picture. It's like, what? I don't understand what's going on. I don't listen to Tadpog so I can hear my stupid calls. I listen to Tadpog because I get off on listening to Tyler and Dave listen to my calls. Now, that being said, I understand people want to hear their calls and all that jazz, but listen, don't whine about it. Don't complain about it. Don't get on them. Just let it go, man. Just let it go. Unless it's Jacob. And then you better be freaking playing Jacob's calls, or I will cut somebody. So, anyway, that probably doesn't make some people very happy.
No.
Ignore that whole beginning portion. Here's the main part of the call. Hey, Tyler and Dave, how many times have you jerked off consecutively without stopping? I've gotten off 4 times before when I was in high school, and then I immediately thought I was going to pass out. I sat A.T. Slater style on my toilet so I could just shoot it in the toilet, and 4 times in a row. It was pretty weak sauce at the end there, but pretty crazy. So not very many people know that. So how many times you've gotten off in a row by manual stimulation. So, all right, well, thanks for playing my call, guys. I know you like me the best. Just kidding. I was just stirring the pot for no reason. Well, love you guys, and keep doing what you do, and play calls whenever you can play calls.
All right, so
Adam, consider the pot stirred the
I was
fuck
about to ask,
up.
So do we actually keep that in the episode? Or
Yeah,
do we,
no, that's going
boy.
in. That's going in.
Oh, boy. I'm not going to be on Facebook tomorrow. I'm just not. I'm just not going to be on Facebook tomorrow.
Oh, it was funny to me, but there's some people who are not going to be amused by that.
Look, Adam, I appreciate the call, but we are in the middle of trying to sell T-shirts right now, so we probably do need to cut that call, or else we're not going to sell any. Just kidding. Thanks for your input.
Adam, get on Facebook and let me add you to the super group. And I've done it in rapid like turnaround, but never like multiple times all the way through.
Yeah.
By myself.
Right.
If I'm with someone else, yes. Just me, one and done with a 3-minute turnaround.
I have a question for you. This is a very real question. I heard some people in the background in your house. Are you censoring yourself right now because there are people that I shouldn't be swearing in front of?
No.
Okay, good. I just wanted to go ahead and just get that out
I
of
said the pot was stirred the fuck up, so that's fine.
Yeah, you did. You did. You're right. I was just, I don't know. I don't know why I expected gross detail of you just stroking your hog for hours. Maybe I wanted it. I'm usually one and done, man. As far as that goes, like I'm with you. It's like if there's someone else involved in the equation, yeah, I'm down to go again. But if it's just me, it's usually, and here's why. I think this is the reason why, because when it's just me and I can really enjoy it and take my time, it is a long ordeal. Like it is like, let's get this party started. Oh, party's about to be over. Let's stop the party for a few minutes. Let's stop the party. Let's just click around. Let's see what we got.
While Katy Perry's Fireworks finishes out.
Okay. So that process gets rinse and repeat until I feel like now's the time. And then it's over, and then I've wasted a day and don't have time to do it again.
Yep. I know how that goes.
Adam, thanks for calling.
Yep, thanks.
Also, link to the show notes of AC Slater style. Here is another call from our beloved Adam. It's loading. Give it a minute.
What's up, TADPOG Nation? It's your formerly beloved Adam.
Uh-oh.
Just want to apologize for my last tirade. I guess I didn't realize how personally I take small, minor criticisms to Tyler and Dave. I've never even met these two guys. Not even sure if I ran into them in the supermarket, I would know what they looked like unless they whipped their dicks out. And then I think I could probably figure out who they are. I guess I just, I took it a little too hard and, wanted to call some things out on the carpet that, was bothering me right in that moment, and, nobody needed that. Because honestly, the small gripes got us a second All Calls episode for Lord Michael Dude's birthday, and you know what? If a little criticism brings forth something beautiful like that, then, who am I to complain? So I do apologize sincerely. I apologize, Tyler and Dave, for bringing you into my personal hell of emotions for people I don't really know. And, just wanted to call and say that and let you know I just went to the store and bought some chicken tendies and some chocolate-covered donuts that I'm going to go wallow in and play some Mario Galaxy on the couch and listen to some TADPOG all calls. So for all of those who didn't have their calls played in the first all calls episode back in May, I'm excited to hear your calls this episode and hope that we're still friends and hope that if we met in a back alley, you wouldn't beat my ass. So I love you all dearly and belovedly, and looking forward to hearing your calls. And hopefully you call in more so we can hear more of your calls on this entirely free podcast that we enjoy. I'm getting sarcastic again. I'm going to go and I'm going to listen to the episode. So I love you guys, and sorry I took that a little bit out of shape. And I love you guys. I really do. All of you. All of you. Have a great day, and looking forward to hearing this episode. All right. See you.
We love you too, Adam. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to step on you there. We love you too, Adam.
That was sweet, Adam, but I hate to tell you this, but you cannot unfuck that pig.
No. But here's my favorite thing about that call is that Adam apologized in the way that we apologize every time we do it on the show. Where it's like, I'm not sure if he's really apologizing or not.
Or it's just like, oh, you're apologizing, but you're still not happy about it.
Right, exactly. It's like, I apologize, but I don't have to fucking accept it.
I realize this is rude and uncalled for, but I'm still mad about
it. Yep, I love it. Adam, you know what, man? Here's my personal opinion on this. I don't want any of our listeners to have to apologize for how they feel. So I would say don't worry about it for me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about our other listeners and back alleys.
Join Facebook, Adam.
Here is another call from Wizen Sage Ian Chandler.
Hi, fucking Tadpog. Wizen Sage Ian. Listen, I was just listening to the call-in show where Karen called and made the statement about Princess Hot Chicken not being the best or even in the top 3 hot chicken places in Nashville. And while I can't speak to that, I did try to go to Princess once because my son, while we were in Nashville recently, asked me to stop and get him some to bring home because he thinks it's the best in the place, which I'll obviously have to correct him on that. So I went in there to order, and apparently they don't take credit cards, and I don't ever have cash. So we couldn't order. But her statement about getting shot is probably true. I did not get shot, but I did feel like I might.
I did get stabbed.
I will never, ever, ever set foot in that place again because it just feels dangerous. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just being a pansy or something, but I really did not feel comfortable in that place. Anyway, just wanted to weigh in on that. I haven't tried any of the hot chicken in Nashville, so now that I have Karen's top 3, maybe when I'm down there next time I'll try it. Just like to go ahead and put an end to this completely pointless call and tell you guys I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Ian. We love you too. I actually like my hot chicken restaurants. Like I like my strip clubs where I feel like I'm in immediate danger.
Danger to your insides and your outsides.
Yeah, all the sides. Let's see. We got a call here from 651. I think this might be a doppelganger call.
Motherfucking Tadpog, it's Cody here.
Good job.
What's up, Cody?
I wanted to call in and ask a different kind of question than what I usually ask. Pretty simple. What new games are you guys excited for coming up? I'm calling you May 10th. Uncharted 4 just came out, so I'm going to be rocking that. It's already May already. I'm also excited for Doom to come out on Friday, which is May 13th, Friday the 13th. Pretty excited. I know it's not Tyler and Dave talk about new games, but I'd like to change it up. I probably won't get this for a long ass time since you're so far behind on calls. So let's see, probably September, so maybe Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if you ever really get that. Persona 5 maybe, I don't know.
Close.
But
yeah,
be interesting to find out what you guys are going to be playing. So, all right, see you then, or talk to you later then, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about. All right, see ya.
This is a tough question because every time I get a question like this on the spot, I don't gather my thoughts and don't actually like take the time to stop and think about games that I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah.
There are a lot of games that have come out already that I was looking forward to and I haven't finished yet.
There's a game that came out recently. I'm excited to play. I just have the money to pick it up yet. But Zero Time Dilemma, which is the next
the
999 game. Yeah.
I'm interested in checking one of those out, but I do feel like I have to start from the beginning, which means I probably won't do it.
Yeah.
I hear that they're great, and I know that you love those games, but I don't know that I can sink the time into 2 games to play the third game that's the new hotness.
I feel like Virtue's Last Reward is you could enter in on Virtue's Last Reward, do just fine. It has a few callbacks to 999, but you'd be fine. And it's also a lot friendlier to play and get through all the endings. It's not clunky. They did a very good job.
Final Fantasy 15, we mentioned earlier. I am looking forward to that. I do plan on picking that up day one, more than likely. I'm trying to think of the stuff from E3 that really struck me. Sea of Thieves, I think, looks amazing. I know they've talked about it a lot on Loaded Cart Gaming. Paul and Dan they are actually the ones who kind of turned me on to that, where I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Let me watch this trailer. That looks amazing. I am looking forward to that. Bravely Second already came out. I was looking forward to that. Haven't finished it yet. I Am Setsuna was a game I was looking forward to when you made this call. I am playing it currently. I was looking forward to that. Uncharted 4 is another game similar to the 999 series, where it's like I have not played all the Uncharted games and didn't feel like I could jump into Uncharted 4 because everyone I talked to about Uncharted 4 was like, oh no, it's like a love letter to the fans of the series. Like you can't
start on
right.
Yeah. I still haven't played 3. I bought 3 the day it came out. Have not played it.
I've played 1 and I liked 1, but I haven't played any of the other ones. I still have your second one, Uncharted 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I'm excited for Outlast 2 to come out because I'm looking through. Here's Zero Time Dilemma on Steam. I didn't know it was on Steam. I may pick it up for Steam then. Because I'm just looking through my Steam list, like what's not out yet that is on my wish list.
Do you plan on getting the new Batman game by Telltale?
Nope.
No, really.
It's by Telltale?
You were very quick on that.
I thought it was another like Rocksteady thing, and it's like, no, I've just let those games go.
Yeah, I have too. But yeah, Telltale's doing a series that's I think launching in August.
That I would play,
and it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, I guess that's all. Because I'm just kind of behind on gaming news, to be perfectly honest.
You're not going to get in on the new World of Warcraft expansion? Like, this is probably the time you should start playing.
Oh, man. You're right. Fuck this Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Get back on WoW. Start off with a level 100 character, not know what the hell I'm doing. Great.
Did you play any of the... did you play Watch Dogs?
Nope.
Because I know Watch Dogs 2 is coming out. I also didn't play Watch Dogs.
I'd heard so much negative press about it that I'm just like, maybe when it's super cheap, and I haven't seen it be super cheap yet. So
the new South Park game, are you planning on picking that up?
Yeah, I will pick that up. That sounds good. Whenever I posted it on the Facebook group, on the TADPOG Facebook group, about Trey Parker and Matt Stone saying that they wanted it to feel like Earthbound.
Right.
It's like, yeah. You got me, man.
I'm looking forward to it. Because I've heard such good things about the Stick of Truth, which I own and haven't played.
So, yeah, same here.
But I'm not a huge fan of the Coon. I'm not a huge fan of like that arc in South Park.
Superheroes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. It was still funny. I like South Park, but out of all the things, like I was a little disappointed when I found out that's what the next game was going to be about. I do like the title of the game. So there's that. Sufficiently answered, do you think?
Yeah.
All right, good. Thanks for calling, Cody. Let me log back into my phone so that I can take the next call.
When Ian said pansy, it made me also think like wuss is also such a weird, I think it's a weird word. It's a weird thing to call somebody, especially when I see
Wuss?
it spelled out.
W-S-S?
W-U-S-S.
W-U-S-S.
Yeah.
I just did wuss.
Wuss. It's like, that's a weird insult now.
It is. I like to say puss. Like, just abbreviate pussy. You're welcome, Taryn.
I'm sure she's totally fine with puss.
Puss. Oh, when I say it like that, I don't like it. Puss.
She's fine with puss. Puss.
I like the lisp you added to it. Puss.
Dave, why does he have to be such a puss?
I like it when you accentuate the U, too. Oh, all right. Here we go. Here is...
That's how my character in your game will talk. I'm going to go slay some puss.
Excellent. Here is a call from 763.
Fucking TADPOG. Fishlip's Jay calling.
What's up, Jay?
Just listening to your Happy Birthday, Lord Mike of Purdue All Calls episode, which is in May. And so you'll probably get this message in like September or something.
So close.
5 more days.
But you guys were
That'd be August.
talking a little bit about Sailor Moon
shit. You're right.
and being an anime denier and all that kind of shit. And I
Right.
remember I started touching my wiener about 14, which is when I discovered Sailor Moon. And so I used to touch my wiener to Sailor Moon.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I remember one.
I wasn't going to
Sunday
comment, but now I feel comfortable.
They were having like a big fucking block of just Sailor Moon shows, like nonstop for like 4 hours. So I definitely touched my wiener like 8 times in that 4 hour block. My dick was so raw.
Sailor
and my pants were
Sailor
covered
Jupiter.
in so much cum. It was unbelievable. And I'm pretty sure my dick still has not recovered from that day forth.
It feels like elbow skin now.
So you can relate to that?
Oh, yeah.
I can relate to that, too. I feel like I'm in a safe space all of a sudden.
Whenever they would change from normal clothes to their sailor outfits. Yep.
So you said Sailor Jupiter. I can't
Jupiter.
remember what they all look like, so I'm going to pull up
I was
an
always
image.
sort of torn between Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Mars.
All right. So which one is Jupiter? I've got an image pulled up that I will have in the show
Jupiter
notes.
is the tall brunette with the ponytail. She has like green frill.
Right here.
I can't see very well.
I know the one you're talking about. She's like one of the tallest ones. She's got green. I do need to actually pass you the laptop. Can you tell me who the one standing to the left of Sailor Moon is? I think that might be Mars.
Because Mars is to the left.
Yes.
Okay, because Sailor Mars, yes, that is Sailor Mars to the left.
Yeah, that was my girl right there. If I had to choose a waifu at age 14.
I did also enjoy Sailor Mars, but Sailor Jupiter was more my jam. Not a Sailor Mercury fan. Don't like the pixie cut.
Sailor Mercury would have been my number 2. Man, this episode got weird
Yeah,
real
it did.
fast.
Yeah, it
like
did.
not just weird, but it got like real.
No. We are gonna rank the Sailor girls in order of jerk-offitude.
Are we doing this? Are we really doing this right now?
We already did.
No, we're not done. There's more. All right. I'll have a link to that image that we're referencing in the show notes.
Because I didn't watch it long enough to get to the planets past Jupiter. Because I know there is like. No, Saturn is the blonde chick. So I saw Sega Saturn, Sailor Saturn, but not Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, because they had weird abilities. One was like time, vaguely, it got weird.
Yeah, I didn't see all the series either.
Yeah,
and honestly, I didn't really even pay attention that much to the story.
What?
So there we go. And hey, that reminds me that I've got a pretty embarrassing story that I'll probably save for Patreon.
Yeah,
all right, next call. Here is a call from, I believe, our beloved Adam. I should have this number memorized.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam, co-host of the All Call Show. I'm listening to the second All Call shows for Lord Mike's produced birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Lord Mike. I didn't even wish you a happy birthday in any of the calls that I've called since this episode. So happy late birthday. I wanted to call and say 2 things. I just finished one of Taryn's calls where she talked about sexual awakening movies and making out with Chandler in a poster.
Right.
I find it
Forgot about
really
that.
funny that a lot of people find it comfortable to admit really strange things that they've never told another human being on TADPOG. Because I know for myself, I've said a few things and it's like, you know what, I've never told anybody that story. And then I just freely offer it up to you guys and the rest of the internet. So I thought that was pretty creative and funny. The second thing, I just wanted to validate Karen a little bit. She was making a comment about how she was going to continue drinking since it's Friday night and she's feeling right, something West Side. And she kind of tailed off and everybody just kind of let it go. I wanted her to know that I knew she was referencing This Is How We Do It by Montel
This
Jordan.
is how we do
That was my
it.
first ever CD purchase with my own money.
This is
A
how we
small
do it.
sixth-grade white boy bought a CD of Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It. And that's the only song that I ever listened to. So when she sang the lyric, it's Friday night and I'm feeling fine, the party's here on the West Side, I said to myself, that's Montel Jordan. So I just wanted her to know that I knew what it was. So hopefully that validates something about her and prevents her from, thinking that it went unnoticed. So, question for you. Name a CD that you bought for the first time with your own money when you were a kid, if you can remember that.
I do.
Mine was definitely Montel Jordan. So, love you guys, and can't wait to listen to the rest of this episode. Have a good one. See you.
Thanks for calling, Adam. We love you too, of course. Tyler, before you answer his question, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you remember what movie that song is in? This Is How We Do It.
Nope.
I do, because it was while I was watching this movie that I almost touched my first boob. It's The Nutty Professor, where they go to the club, and from what I understand, Montel is there performing and sings This Is How We Do It.
Oh.
Don't worry, I touched that boob after the movie, but I did try to touch it during the movie, and that was a no-go.
She's like, no, Buddy Love is on the screen.
Exactly.
Because I mentioned Puff Daddy and the Family No Way Out, but that was a gift. With my own money, I think the first thing I bought was maybe the single of Usher's My Way.
Really?
And
you bought a single? Interesting.
I remember about that. I remember I also really, I wanted to be cool and into music for a brief period.
How long of a period was this?
Long enough for me to listen to the CD a few times and realize, like, nope, nothing for me here.
Really? What CD was it?
Morrison Hotel by The Doors.
Okay.
I was like, you don't want to be a cool group to get into? The Doors. Let me check this out. I went.
Was it because of that Kids in the Hall skit?
It could have been. It could have been. Because I remember I went to Sam Goody and bought the CD, went home. There was one song I thought was sort of okay, Riders on the Storm.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was like, I just wasted my money on a fool's errand. Music is generally just not going to be for me.
Man, that sucks, because I like the okay. So like, I'm not a huge Doors fan, and like I get it.
I wonder if that was The Doors and not just Jim Morrison. I don't know. I don't remember.
I like the hits, so I'm not a real fan. You know what I mean? Like when I hear a Doors song like on the radio or something, or when I'm out, I'm like, yeah, okay, the Doors. Yeah, I like this. But like, I can't name you a song. I can't name a deep cut Doors song to you.
I can't either.
My first CD I remember buying with my own money was Big Ones by Aerosmith. It was a greatest hits CD. That is when I transitioned from tapes. I had a bunch of Aerosmith tapes. I transitioned from tapes to CD. So the first thing I got was Big Ones. I think the second one I bought was, and I totally wish it was the first one, but it's not, so I can't claim it, was the Blue Album, was Weezer's Blue Album.
Yeah.
I got that
that's a good
around.
CD.
I know, but I can't claim it. I got to claim Big Ones for Aerosmith, the band that I don't like anymore, because they jumped the shark when they got clean. Look, I'm all for people bettering their lives, but not when it belittles mine.
I worked with a guy at JP's. He was talking to me one day about music, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I love the Doors." And I was like, "Oh, do you now?" He's like, yeah. And he took off his shirt, and over his chest, he has a huge tattoo, or over his heart on his chest, of Jim Morrison's face. And like he had like his birth date, the date of his death, underneath it. And he was like, I just love Jim Morrison so much. He started getting choked up just talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I wish there was something musically I loved that much that I can just like start to describe it and get choked up about it.
I thought you were going to say, I wish a TADPOG listener would do this for me.
I wish there was a listener who wanted to make a quick $100.
I can't imagine getting. I like music, but I can't imagine like getting someone's like a musician's face tattooed on my body. I'm surprised. I remember buying Dave Matthews Band singles, which I thought was like super hardcore. That's why it surprised me when you said that you got. Was it an Usher single?
Oh yeah, My Way. I still know that song really well.
All right.
Gotta listen to that over and over and over again.
I was never a big Usher fan.
I wasn't either.
But now I might be. Now that I know you were into him. Senpai.
It was just popular. This guy didn't know a cool song. Here we go.
Oh, I get it.
This is $2 here at Sam Goody.
I get it. It's it reminds me of in middle school where I'd go home and I'd watch Yo MTV Raps, because it's like that's what all the popular kids listen to, and it's like I have to like talk to these people at school, and this is the only thing they talk about is like crisscross and shit like that. So like I got to listen to it. By the way, I had an idea for a Patreon episode. I think we can get away with it because it's a Patreon episode. Do you remember the other night we listened to old 90s music and just talked about it?
Uh-huh.
Can we do that for a Patreon episode?
Yep.
Because it was like dueling songs where it was like you would play a 90s song, we would laugh about it.
Just
and
dig into shitty nostalgia well deeper and deeper.
Let's do that as a Patreon episode.
Pretty good.
Yes. Okay, good. And like we have only 60 Patreon donors, so like the chances of us getting sued over that are probably smaller than a regular episode.
Because as long as you're making commentary about it.
Is that the rule?
I think so.
All right. Then we have to make sure to make commentary about it. Here is a call from 951.
Motherfucking TADPOG. Hey guys, it's 951 here, formerly of the Hammer fame from Patreon, but guess I can't have that title anymore because my old card got shut off from the bank and I got a new card, and I've been too lazy to re-log into Patreon and give you guys a buck or whatever. And, yeah, it's my own fault, and you guys are totally deserving of all my bucks. But yeah, well, I'll take that loss in title just for a question or two, if I will. Been drinking a little bit, but I just got.
I picked up on that when you said "if I milk."
One call-in episode where Burger Bottom John Turley. Fucking love that guy. He called in on speaker.
We do too.
I love John too.
Fuck, man, I love that guy. John Turley's great. And so are both of you guys. But I just got done listening to the part where Dave was talking about quitting about smoking. And I've already got a question for. I already put in a question for Tyler. So this question is for Dave. Like, you're talking about your trigger points with quitting smoking and how you were able to do all that. My trigger point is drinking, man. I love to have a fucking beer. And I love what goes along with the beer is a fucking cigarette. And like, it's just so great. There's no two greater mixtures in the fucking world. So I'm just kind of wondering, is there a way to get around that trigger point with drinking? I mean, I've tried those little, shitty vaporizers and all that shit. Like, kind of sucks. Like, I don't necessarily want to taste a bowl of Fruit Loops in my mouth after I've just got done drinking like an arrogant bastard or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Dave, like, if you got any pointers for me, like, to get away from smoking while I'm drinking, like, oh man, please tell me. Like, I would love it. I mean, I do like smoking. I enjoy it, and I don't even smoke that much, like, during the week when I'm at work. I hardly even, maybe one cigarette a week, but during the weekends, like, or, the occasional Wednesday night when I get all drunk and call you guys, but, like, I'm just, looking for a friend. You guys can, give me a pointer. But, hey, thank you guys for giving us 2 shows a week. Great. All the other podcasts I listen to, a show maybe a week, but you guys are fucking phenomenal. Love you guys. And if there's any chance for a TADPOG meetup, I'm going to bring my fucking pogs, and we are going to play some fucking pogs.
You're going to throw down?
And that would be awesome, I think. So hopefully this call makes it for you guys all call the show 4th of July extravaganza. It's about early May right now, so I'm thinking this will probably be 4th of July-ish. So, hey, thanks,
Get
guys.
the month right.
And
Giving us
if I keep
credit.
drinking tonight, I will totally give you a call back. So, thanks. Love you guys. No homo. Bye.
Okay. So about smoking. Quit. First of all, like it sounds like you know you got to quit. So, and it's like it's time. It is time to quit. It's fucking hard. You know it's hard. But here's the deal. You say that you don't smoke much during the week. That means that you can fucking do this. Like, I know that, like, okay, so, like, getting past your trigger points is really fucking hard. Drinking for me, I thought was going to be tough. Like, I thought, like, whenever I would drink, I would want a cigarette. And I did, but what happened was I realized that I wanted the cigarette anyway. It wasn't the drinking that made me want the cigarette more. It was just that I was using the drinking as an excuse to give myself a cigarette. And I know that sounds silly, but it was 100% the truth. And I feel like once I realized that and I told myself that, I was able to kind of will my way through it. And it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Here's my biggest tip if you want to quit. Quit on a Friday and just plan on sleeping all weekend. I know that sounds dumb, but just stay in bed. Just stay in bed and sleep as much as you can, because that's what I did. And I was able to kind of sleep through a lot of the like initial really shitty days. And then on Monday it was still shitty, but at least I wasn't like trying to deal with work while I was like on day one of quitting. Take off time if you need to, honestly, because if you quit, it's worth it. And I get it. Like smoking was absolutely 100% a part of my personality.
Yeah, I'll attest to that.
And I am a different person now. I feel like I'm a different person now for having quit. And I like, it's weird because it's like, I feel like I made the right decision and I feel like I'm a better person for it, but I do miss smoking still. And that is because it was part of me. Like there's a part of me that I miss. But I'm not going back to it because it's a destructive habit. And as much as I enjoyed it, as much as I'd love to go back to it, I can't do it. There are people who rely on me being around, and I can't do that. I can't do a thing like that I know is gonna fucking kill me early. And hopefully here's me, my position right now. I hope that I can just, beat the odds and not have any severe effects from the smoking that I did.
You can run. I mean, your running times now, I think, are testament to that you're fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, they say, like, I read all the statistics, right, on like all the things that happen like the moment you quit smoking, and like how long it takes like your lungs to get back to full capacity and all that. Full function and all that. So there's still some milestones where it's like I still have, I think, like 2 years to wait before like my risk of cancer and like heart disease and stuff like that like gets to like a normal person's level. So I'm not done yet.
A friend of mine a few weeks ago had asked me about that he needed to go on a diet and asked me about dieting and like how do you do it? Because I'd yo diet like a motherfucker, and I'm currently doing it right now.
Right.
So he's like, how do you do it? How do you deal with that? So him asking that question made me think like, it's like, 'cause it's just the best smoking and drinking. Like I told him that you have to just accept like things just aren't going to be as good. Like I told him food's not going to be as good. I mean, it's just going to be gone. I mean, how good and easy it was. I mean, it's just not going to be a thing, and you have to deal with it. There's no substitution. There's no thing you can get close enough and it be healthy. It's just not. You just have to deal with it. But the benefits are worth that sacrifice.
Yep. It sucks. Dieting sucks. Quitting smoking sucks. But I mean, it's fucking time. It really is. It's time. Like, it's time to quit smoking. I mean, it is like, man, it's socially unacceptable now to smoke.
Yeah.
And that happened rapidly. I mean, and not everywhere is it socially unacceptable, but like for the majority of places, it's an unacceptable behavior. And I get it. I get it. And I'm glad, honestly, that it's becoming unacceptable because that helped me quit. If smoking, like if everybody was smoking when I tried to quit, I guarantee you I'd still be smoking because it would be one of those things where it's like, well, I mean, yeah, but everyone else is doing it too. So we'll all die around the same time.
I mean, because Josh Nance's smoking picked up a lot the more we started hanging out with you, because then Josh would go out and smoke with you more. So he started smoking more because it was around more.
Right.
Like when you and Miller would smoke, he would automatically smoke.
Right.
So then that took, and then he had to quit, after that. And he and Nicole both had to we're done. We'll do it together. So
it is hard. It is hard.
So not having it around you, I'm sure that's makes it much easier.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Absolutely. I guess that's another tip. Just try to get away from it if you can. If you're friends with people who smoke, it's fucking hard. But like Tyler just said,
don't play the Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, man, it was so weird to see people smoking in a video game. They make it look so good. That's the other thing, like going back and watching some of the Cowboy Bebop HD remasters. Holy God. It was like, for multiple different reasons, that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
Because
that was like you're smoking it. That was you in the prime of your smoking.
Yeah, that was my pupa stage of smoking. Not only that, I'm not saying it was hard to watch because it's bad now. It's still great. I mean, that fucking anime holds up.
Yeah.
That is a classic. But everyone's smoking in it, and that is like, and not only are they smoking, they make it look amazing.
Yeah, Spike smoking, shirtless training, and zero gravity.
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
mean, it is just very much like, oh man, they really romanticized smoking, which makes sense because it fit the style of that anime.
It's true.
How are we on time?
We can probably do one more.
All right, here we go. Here is another call. This is from 951. This might be from the Hammer again.
Motherfucking TADPOG. Hey, 951 again. Sorry for the follow-up call. You might play this for the second time in a row or the first time in a row after my extra call. I don't know. Anyway, here's a legit question for you guys. When it comes to desserts, what's your particular kind of dessert? I mean, are you going for an ice cream? Are you going for a cake, a pie, a popsicle? Like, I don't know. I got to know because recently I've been on this fucking kick of popsicles, and not just necessarily like popsicle brand popsicles, but I'm talking about those twin pops that you get at the grocery store for like real cheap. They're like $2.50 and you get like fucking 20 of them or some shit. Like I've been eating those motherfucking things like they're going out of style. Like I don't even know what it is. Like I'll get a twin pop and I'll eat one like real fast, and then I gotta have another one, and then I gotta have another one, and like it just keeps following up. And I don't know what it is right now. I'm on some kick with some fucking twin pops. I don't know. So I don't know. Talk about it. Like, let me know what's your favorite dessert if you're about.
Oh, he cut off. He calls back.
Play it. It's fine.
All right. Yeah. Here we go.
Fucking TADPOG. Hey, it's 951 again. Sup? Still a little bit drunk. Don't call you guys. Just sitting in my apartment by myself. Nobody else left to talk to except to listen to you guys and kind of react to what you're doing. But hey, I was listening to you guys talking about favorite gourmet, so figured I'd give you some favorite gourmet of my own.
Please.
Out here in Southern California, we got like 7-Elevens and 8 p.m.s. I don't know if you guys have that in
I do not
Kentucky.
know what an 8 p.m. is.
Nope.
But you know what? Roller dogs are good. We got those out here. Also, the roller taquito things, those are pretty solid.
Yeah, taquitos
like
are
those.
pretty good.
Also, the bags of beef jerky for like $10. You get like a quarter pound of that.
Yep.
Man, that's usually pretty good. But if you could find a spot, like out here, one of the AM PMs or 7-Eleven, some of them carry it, some of them don't. But there's a place that makes beef jerky, and it's called Alien Fresh Beef Jerky. The only place that I know that I can get it is in Baker. It's a few hours away. Don't know if I'm going to make a trip there to send you guys some, but they got some shit that is fucking phenomenal. Like, I'm talking hot beef jerky, or, you know, any flavor that you could ever imagine there. In fact, I stopped by there on my way back from Vegas, and I got this hot sauce that, oh man, it would fucking knock your dick in the dirt. And honestly, just from saying that right now, I need to make a trip out there to send you guys a bottle of this
Please
stuff.
do.
It is.
I was hoping it was going to go, just for saying that, I really got to knock my dick in the dirt.
My dick needs to get dirt knocked.
You know, just give it like a dog bath. Oh, shit. I meant to pause that, but I think I might have accidentally closed down on that. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me try to get to the right spot.
It would fucking knock your dick in the dirt.
Nailed it.
And honestly, just from saying that right now, I need to make a trip out there to send you guys a bottle of this stuff.
I don't know why I sounded like Wario.
I don't even know. Like, I know you guys like hot. I love hot too. So, all right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put together a care package of some stuff.
You're not going to remember you made this call.
For Southern California stuff, like edibles that we can get into pretty much any carniceria or anything around here. Like, you know, Dave, I know you're going to not want to eat some freeze-dried shrimp with the head still on it with some hot sauce, but
I'm not.
I've eaten them. They're good. Dave, you got to take a bite, bro. I mean,
I'll
knock it till you try it.
I'll eat the non-head part.
You've all been really good on that. And, like, I love hearing you guys, like, try out the different stuff. And, like, oh, man, I feel like I need to try some of that. I got to get up on some of that. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. You can't donate on Patreon no more. I'm going to fucking build you guys a little care package of little Southern California treats that we get out here.
All right.
And I'm going to send it to you guys.
Excellent.
And I want to send you a game, too, but I only have one copy of it, and I don't know that I can get another. So my question is, can I send you a game with a self-addressed stamped envelope? You guys can play it and then send it back to me. I mean, I don't want no return address. I don't even care. I just want to send it in Nicole's aching box and have you guys play it and eat the things that are in that box. And I want you to eat Nicole's aching box and then send the game back.
I think he cut off again. He does call back, but let's pick it up maybe on another show. That way we can kind of be refreshed. So we have a couple fucking questions to answer here. Favorite desserts?
Chocolate always scratches an itch that nothing else can. Like
That
if I kind of want chocolate, like there's nothing else that's gonna. I'm not gonna not want it until I have it. Like so I can't eat a fried pie or anything sweet and get the same satisfaction. So generally, I want something chocolate, and there's something about like some of the texture of like a zebra cake. I think a zebra cake has the perfect like you bite into it, it has enough resistance and it's spongy, and then that's always like
I know what you mean. And then like even like the icing like doesn't really get on your fingers, but it's still kind of a little tacky.
It's oily enough.
Yeah, they like nailed it. It's engineered.
Yep.
For
Same
you
for
to
little
eat
chocolate
more.
donuts and things like that. Like I'll crave that texture in something. So chocolate, spongy. That's what I want. That'll be my go-to generally.
Let's see. Ice cream cake for me, but that's a special treat. Like I don't just go out and buy an ice cream cake. But like if it's a special occasion and I get to choose the cake, i.e. my birthday, it's ice cream cake.
That should be your cheat day. You just eat a whole ice cream cake.
Eat a whole ice cream cake.
Yep.
And
Just on a Tuesday, go out, eat a whole ice cream
Man,
cake.
I feel like I had a cheat day yesterday because I ate a turkey sandwich for lunch, then went to the gym, burned 600 calories at the gym. I was on the elliptical for an hour. So I wound up, I was home, it was dinner, and I had a deficit. Or for the first time, I was like, oh my God, I've burned more than I've eaten at this point today.
Oof.
So I was like, what am I going to do? And I was like, I'm going to eat a whole pizza. That's what I'm going to do. I've been wanting pizza for a long time. I'm going to eat a whole fucking pizza. Ordered a pizza, did not eat all of it. I couldn't. I ate
your stomach's shrunk. It's smaller now.
I ate 5 out of 8 slices, and I did have some cheesy bread too.
Okay.
And I was like, I gotta tap out. I couldn't eat it. And then I immediately fell asleep. My body was like, this dude's out of control. We gotta flip the switches and make him go to sleep.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Where'd you get it from?
I got it from Marco's, which I don't think is exclusive to Paducah, but it might be exclusive to our area. I don't know.
Because, Mike has talked about it.
I got the pepperoni Magnifico.
Old World pepperoni with
the Old World and
cups,
the regular
grease
pepperoni.
cups.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was funny vlogging it the next morning. I was like, God damn, that's a lot. It felt like a cheat day because I woke up full, dude.
You probably still had to been in your range though.
I ended up still having 300 calories to burn. But still, that's crazy because that meal was like 2,000 calories. So yes, special occasion cheat day. You got it. Ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake.
If it's just a regular day, Nikki's found some frozen yogurt that's really good. It's just vanilla frozen yogurt that I like to put little sprinkles on there. I eat a cup of it, and that's around 100 calories, and that's my thing.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
She did not tell me it was yogurt at first, because she knew I'd have been like, yogurt? I don't like that. But after I'd eaten 2 containers of it, I looked in the freezer because I was like, I want some ice cream. I looked in the freezer and I was like, what is this? I remember asking Nikki, have I been eating yogurt the entire time? And she's like, yeah, that's yogurt.
I miss when Dairy Queen had breezes.
What were the breezes?
The frozen yogurt blizzard.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, man, I could get down on that because
that would be amazing now. They didn't last very long.
Frosties, if I've got a little bit to spend, I'll go through Wendy's and get a Frosty because they really aren't that bad. Okay, so second question. Let's see. He asked about Gourmet, right? Which we talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've mentioned gas station nachos. Gas station nachos to me are a delicacy.
God, I just can't do nachos anymore.
Really?
Just that neon cheese.
It's the best. But it sucks for trying to be calorie conscious because I think a thing of gas station nachos is like 600 fucking calories. It's ridiculous. I gotta try this. What is Alien Fresh?
Yeah,
Gourmet, Alien Fresh beef jerky. I'll try that, and I'll eat the part of the shrimp. I'll eat the part of the shrimp that doesn't have the head. I can't eat the whole fucking shrimp. I just can't do it. Just thinking about their little black eyeballs crushing under my teeth, that is gross, man. I cannot deal with that shit. If you send us a game with a self-addressed stamped envelope, will we play it and send it back?
Ask Paul Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to say you'll get it back.
You'll get it back.
I'll give it back to you.
We won't sell it or anything.
Yeah,
we will get it
you'll
back to you. But it's only a matter of when. That's the real problem.
Yeah.
When we'll get it back to you. If it's just super rare, and that's the thing, you don't care when we play it, I say go ahead and send it. But I'm still leery because it's like I really do not know when we'll play it.
Yeah. Or if it's something we could easily just get from Mr. Bay, then don't worry about it.
Just tell us what it is.
Yeah.
How about that? Just
Yeah.
tell us what it is.
But yeah, any kind of care package, that'd be awesome. It would be fantastic. So that'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, we haven't gotten one in a while, so that would be cool. They are easy intros, and we do like eating food, despite when we talk about being calorie conscious.
That's pretty good. That's about time.
Good.
So thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, or SoundCloud. So to miss the next episode, I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to go back to the list early on a Monday. We're going to do something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I still want to put off Dune. So can we tentatively schedule Dune for next Wednesday?
For Original Flavor Wednesday, yep.
On Monday, I have some ideas. Do you want to talk about them now or are you going to talk about off mic?
Go ahead.
I really want to play Moto Racer. I've mentioned that. So there's an option for you. I also really want to play Inside. Those were gifted to us. So I feel like that might be a good fit. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Sounds good to me.
Either? What do you want?
Either one. Whichever one you want to play more.
That's tough. I gotta go Moto Racer.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I gotta go Moto Racer.
Let's do it.
I do not think you'll enjoy it.
Probably not, but let's do it.
I do not think you'll enjoy it. So let's do Inside instead.
I don't want to. It's what I usually tell girls. You're not gonna like this. I want to do it, but you're not gonna like this.
Let's put Moto Racer off then. Do you feel like you have time to play Inside? Because that's the only thing. I feel like Moto Racer is like a real fast, quick. Like you can just play it and be like, no, you're right. I don't like this.
Okay. Cause I do. I'm off Wednesday, but then I work the next 5 days after that.
So probably not time to play inside.
Yeah, let's do Motor Racer.
Motor Racer it is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we'll do Motor Racer 2 and then Dune on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Welcome to the things we usually talk about when you're not listening, listener.
And let's see. Reviews, Stitcher reviews, iTunes reviews, SoundCloud likes, hearts, tweets, all that social media stuff, all the reviews, all the stuff that helps build our listener base. We love it. Please do that if you feel so inclined. We love it so much. It helps grow the show. And because eventually, impossible goal to just do this, to just do the show, and that'd be it. So, but if that's a good way to get in contact with us. So if there's a game you want us to play, a guest host you want for an episode, or a Patreon request, whatever you include, get it to us. We promise we'll get to that eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We are going to be talking about Motor Racer 2. In the meantime, you can always find us on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Thank you very much, everybody out there who's commenting, who's sharing, who's retweeting. It's amazing. We love you. Thank you for doing it. If you enjoyed this episode, if you are interested in hearing any of our bonus episodes, there's one place to do that, and that is on Patreon. Thank you very much to everybody who currently donates on there. If you're interested in donating, just drop by patreon.com/tadpog. Chip in $1 at least, and you get access to the bonus episodes. I want to take a moment to thank Exalted Lord Micah of Purdue, a.k.a. Micah Purdue, for upping his pledge. Thank you very much. He's still riding out that penny train. At the end of every episode, he ups his pledge by a penny. And I love that you do that, Micah. Thank you very much. What else we got? You can call us if you want. If you want to be on an all-call show or possibly the end of a regular episode, give us a ring at 270-883-2555. Try to keep it under 3 minutes or you'll get cut off like you heard some of our listeners today. You can also send text messages to that number. I'll probably fuck it up. You can find us on Twitch. Just do a search for Tadpog. We're there. Recently, I streamed 4.5 hours of Chivalry with Time Lord Josh Edwards. Also, I streamed a little bit of I Am Setsuna on there. So if you're thinking about getting that game and want to see how it plays, spoilers, it's pretty cool. You can check it out at our Twitch channel.
If you want to fight Adam, send us that message. Call in, challenge Adam to a fight, whatever you want to do.
Name your back alley.
If you want to send us something, like something that's going to knock our dick in the dirt, send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Yep.
I have an Instagram. It's been slow, but it's there. I'll get more to it. I promise.
Sure.
It's Tadpog_podcast.
We have an announcement. Well, I guess we've technically already announced it. Some people in the past have asked us to do T-shirts. I finally done that thing. I'm going to take blame for having been almost 4 years with no T-shirt. That's done. Finally, if you want it, here's the easiest way to get it. And this is really cool to me. Go to Amazon. Yeah, you've heard of Amazon. Go to Amazon.com. Type in Tadpog, and our shirt shows up. How fucking cool is that?
Yeah,
I never would have imagined that I would have a thing that you could type in on Amazon and be like, that's ours.
That's true.
That's neat. So that's how you can get the shirt. Thank you very much to those who have already ordered. It means a lot to us.
It does.
It's amazing that that you want a shirt that has our faces on it. Which, by the way, I was wearing mine the other day, and I cannot tell you how much joy it gave me. Nikki was changing Henry. I walked into his room while he's getting changed. He sees me, smiles really big, points at the shirt, and says, "Daddy." That, for the first time in my life, I felt like I was a hero.
Oh, and that shirt is on Amazon Prime. So
right.
There's a little bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. So no shipping if you're a Prime member.
Our theme song is Move the Sycamore Drive. Link to that track, moving on the show, tadpog.com. How do you want to close this out, Dave?
Man, that's a good question. How about we close it out like...
Should we ask for 5-star Amazon reviews on the shirt?
No.
Just as weird as you can get.
Oh, okay. Weird ones? Yeah, weird ones. Let's do weird ones, please. Yeah, leave us weird Amazon. That's a great idea. Leave us weird
Give us
Amazon
something to read on the air, please.
Yeah.
Give us some weird-ass Amazon reviews.
I wonder if Amazon does not remove products that have weird reviews, right?
I mean, they probably would have a long time ago.
Right.
That was the thing.
All right, I love it. That's such a good idea, Tyler. Such a good idea. You want to close it out like, God, Montel?
Yeah, all right.
All right.
So until next time, Tropical Capricorn. That wasn't bad.
It wasn't good either.
This brand of soda was created in Nazi Germany when trade embargoes made it impossible to make Coke.
Well, I mean, we all know. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about it, but we all know. It was made in Nazi Germany?
Uh-huh. It was created in Nazi Germany.
Is this still around?
Yep.
Do they make a kosher version of this? Hate juice?
It's pretty close.
Fanta.
Fanta is correct. Yep, Fanta is Nazi Coke.
God. Whew. Jesus.
You picked up your phone like, I'm going to text Nikki right now.
Right the fuck now.